They set it up to make it highly profitable for doctors to go for Zaltrap instead of Avastin. It was crazy.
But he says it got even crazier when Sanofi explained the way they were changing the price.
They lowered it in a way that doctors could get the drug for less, but patients were still paying as if it was high-priced.
Oh, come on.
They said to the doctor, buy Zaltrap from us for $11,000, and we'll send you a check for $6,000. Then you give it to your patient, and you get to bill the patient's insurance company as if it cost $11,000. So you get to bill the patient's insurance. You get to bill the patient's insurance. You get to bill. You get to bill. You get to. It made it extremely profitable for the doctors. They could basically double their money if they use Zaltrap.
Oh, my God. All this is accepted industry practice. After about 6 months, once Medicare and private insurers became aware of the doctor's discount, the price was cut in half for everyone.
The cost of developing these therapies is so expensive.
Then why did Sanofi cut it in half?
I can't
when they got some
respond to
bad
it.
publicity?
I can't respond to it specifically.
All this is accepted industry practice. All this is accepted industry practice.
The key to this is to have somebody in the inside or someone who has access to our Social Security numbers, to our date of birth, and a lot of these individuals are insiders in big institutions, in banks, hospitals, schools, clinics.
We would approach anyone who worked at like a dental office, anybody who worked in the medical field. You would just approach them, you tell them if they get you 100 names, you would give them $1,000.
These people easy to find in Miami?
Very easy, very easy.
As you would think, if you went in and started knocking doors and asking people that worked at hospitals and doctors' offices and dentists' offices, somebody would call the cops.
No, they needed the money more than they wanted to call the cops. Everybody was with it. Everybody was with the scam.
Was this like a community of people doing this?
More like a nation of people doing this. A nation.
I'm not following.
I have proof that you're getting this outbreak virtually unstoppable.
You do.
Yes, I do.
Well, that's quite an accusation, Doctor. I really hope you have a good team of lawyers.
Heard you close the deal. Congrats. Now that you owe us one, let's get down to business. We have an opportunity for you that's going to make you some real money.
Oh, that's way too much. It's not like I removed a bullet.
This time.
But the real question is, does marijuana in some way change your brain or prime your brain in a way that you then need to crave something else, like a heroin or a cocaine? And the answer to that really seems to be no. That's a myth. It's a myth that's been propagated for a long time, but the idea that you take marijuana for a while and now you need to have something more powerful scientifically just doesn't hold up.
Dr. Drew, do you agree with that?
You know, when I've treated marijuana addicts that are really into pot, the problem is it wanes over time, and they then try to find something else to substitute. So it's sort of a substitution, not more than a gateway, in my experience with it.
That's somebody who's already, though...
Did marijuana. This is a rare, small population get marijuana addiction, but when they do, it can be rough. It can be very addictive.